Hey man, what's up, y'all? What's going on? What's going on, man? Hey, I'm back. Look, man, once again, the umpire safety, Aaron Mars, back for another edition of the Umpires Academy of Safe Work Execution. Upholding the integrity of safe work in the workplace and the integrity of life. Come on, let's go. Hey, listen. Today, I just want to talk to you real quick about a situation, right? I want to talk to you about a principle that you must adhere to, that every day you're exposed to in the workplace. And I want you to understand what safety really is, right? I think that we have the misconception that safety is the absence of something happening, the absence of an incident, the absence of an injury, the absence of something that might alter life, right? I think that we have always kind of acquiesced to that concept of safety as being that, right? But if you absolutely want to know what safety is not the absence of an incident, but rather safety is the presence of a control. It's the presence of a control. So if you understand what I'm saying is that when we look at doing a specific task, and every day as we prepare ourselves to do that task, there are controls in place, right, that will ultimately keep you as the worker safe from getting injured, safe from any type of property damage, safe from damaging the environment, right? There are control measures in place, right? And that is the essence, the foundation of where safety starts. So I need you to understand, day in and day out, each and every shift, you are submitting yourself to that very concept, to that very principle. And you have to understand that when you practice something so critical like that, it doesn't just affect the work that you're doing, but it absolutely applies to your very life. And you gotta understand, man, like when it comes down to what it is that you are absolutely showing up for work for, it's not exactly for what can be taken away from you, is what at stake, but it is because it is for the presence of the control of what you believe in. That's what changes your mind. That's what makes you go in a different direction, and you have to stand up for what it is that you believe in. You see, every day we show up for work, we want to do certain tasks, and we have to follow certain procedures and work within certain systems, right? As a human, and sometimes those systems might be flawed. But because there is a presence of a control there, because there's something there to keep us safe, right? We will go through the process of looking at the application of that control to see if it absolutely fits what it is we're talking about doing. And the same thing with your life, like what do you believe in? Like, what are you standing up for? What is it that you're showing up for every day that is causing you to want to work within that system? It's causing you to want to be part of that safety system, to go through the process the way that the system says you're supposed to go through. And if you get to a place where that system seems like it might cause you to make a mistake, or it might cause you to have an error, what makes you stop? What you believe in makes you stop. What you believe in allows you to stand up on that principle that, you know what, I have something much greater that I'm showing up for work for each and every day. I have something much greater that's driving me to want to do those things that I need to do within the system. Not to cut corners, not to be at a certain level have a certain level of complacency, not to follow through on what it is that I'm supposed to follow through on. But to understand that the control, right? The control that I have is that hey, some people are dependent on me to carry out everything I need to carry out in this life. Like, that's the control. Like, every day you show up, you're a part of some type of control. You have to implement some type of control measure that's in the safety system in order for that system to work. And I have to let you know that just because you practice that at work does not mean you don't need to carry that over into your everyday life. In fact, the fact that you do it the majority of the time at your workplace is going to dictate how that control absolutely shows up in your own personal life. The control that says, hey, I'm going to send my kid to college without having to fill out a FAFSA. The control that says that I'm going to provide for my family in a way that I've never provided before. The control that says that I want to open up that business. The control that says that I want to position myself so that when my parents get elderly, right, I have the ability to take off and spend time with them and nurture them and support them through the difficult times. The control that says that I want to go out and speak a word to somebody or to give word to people that might be in compromised situations in their life where they don't have the opportunity to see beyond their situation. They need you to come in and uplift them and give them some type of hope. Those types of controls. The control that says that I'm gonna go back to school and get that degree and I'm gonna start a new career. Those are the types of controls that you must have in place in your life, and the way in which you approach the controls in your safety system, the way in which you study and research those controls, the way that you take your ability to the highest level that they can go within those controls determines how the controls that you see fit for your life turn out the way that you want them to turn out. This is critical. This is critical for the organization. This is critical for the employee, the human, and how we tie these two things together. The organization wants performance from you as a human, and as a human, the human needs the organization to implement the responsibility of putting this knowledge in the forefront of the mind of the employee. It's not just about the safety system of the organization and the controls thereof, but it's about the controls that the employee has in their mind for the reason why they're even showing up at your organization to do what it is that you're trying to do. And where do you get that? Where do you get that type of connection? How do you get that type of curriculum? How do you guarantee that that's at the highest level it can be? I'll say it for you. Legacy Economics Group. Legacy Economics Group. I'll say it for the third time because it means something. Legacy Economics Group. Legacy Economics Group is the place where peak culture, if you want it there, if you want the control measure for somebody to stand up for what they believe on, if you want to see your employees hit peak productivity on a consistent basis, Legacy Economics Group is the place where you need to come and get everything that you need. When it comes to safety, when it comes to culture, when it comes to human and organizational performance, Legacy Economics Group is the firm that can take your organization from where it's at, move the needle, and position your organization to have one of the best brands in the marketplace that you're in. And everybody knows that brand placement is all about the humans. It's all about who's attached to your brand, how well your brand is doing. If you have employees that are going 100 miles an hour 100% of the time, and they're at their peak, and they feel like they're reaching their goals and their dreams in their life, and they feel like you're attached to them and they feel like this is a place where they can get to that place, you're going to have an outstanding brand. People are going to be attracted to your brand. Your brand is going to go to the next level. But if you have a situation where employee morale is down, people don't feel like you're connected to them, you don't have programs in place to get people from one place to the next, you don't have somewhere to understand what people are standing up for, what are their controls in their life, you have an incident after incident, you're finding out that your control measures aren't working, right? Things are not going the way that you want them to go. Your brand is suffering. But Legacy Economics Group can turn all of that around. So understand right now, today, as you're thinking about what changes you need to make within your program, within your human and organizational performance, right? The foundation of what your program is, how you affect the gold standard. Are they standing up for what they believe in, for the controls that they have in place in their life that keeps them going in the right direction, that allows them to buy into your program? Are your controls at the peak level to where it won't allow them to make mistakes or have them to get errors? Legacy Economics Group will check all of that out for you and make sure that that is something that's at the highest level that it could be. So once again, the umpire of safety, Aaron Mars, right? Lead consultant for Legacy Economics Group. Another edition of the Umpire Academy. It's your boy. Over and out. Have a good day.